how did that conversation start?
Yeah, I forgot. I know you've been seeing all the controversy surrounding Todd Bowles, head coach for the Buccaneers.
I have.
They actually blaming him for Chris Godwin breaking his leg.
I think.
How do you feel about that?
Is it more so the media that's blaming
It's
him?
the media.
Okay. So did they watch the game? Is my question.
Apparently not.
Because what I saw was a head coach trying to get a win against another top team.
You seen how far they came back to get that close?
Yes. You got an onside kick. You scored. What's to say that you couldn't get another onside kick if you would have scored?
Right.
And you could have put yourself in a position. I mean, at that time, they were down 10 points.
10 points.
Right?
I think it was like a minute and some change left when he got hurt.
Yeah, so if you go score, right? Let's say hypothetically, you go score, you down 10 points. You go for 2, just to tie, or you go for 1, and now you're down 3 points.
Right.
You already successfully got an onside kick. And then that second onside kick that they almost had again.
It could happen, bro. I've seen Patrick Mahomes do a lot more with a lot less time.
11 seconds.
13.
13, excuse me. 13 seconds.
As long as it's time on the clock, bro, you got to play because they're paying you to win.
So I can't be mad and I can't blame him. Obviously, the players wasn't blaming him.
Nah.
You could see it on his face like, dang, I got hurt. But they knew what was going on. Yeah. We done already got an onside kick. We done already tried this. We could try to get it again, and we could go out here, tie the game, and try to win.
They go back to what I've been saying like for a few weeks now, bro. It's hard to just talk football with anybody because
you don't know what you're talking about.
Clearly, the media, they just know that, okay, he's hurt. They were never going to win this game. That's what they're thinking.
Right.
But in the heat of battle, bro, I can win this ball game. We down
Absolutely.
10 points. We got time on the clock. We got a chance.
Because momentum shifted big time. After that first onside kick, momentum shifted. If they would have had maybe, say, 3 more minutes on top of that, they could have very well tied the game, and this game could have been going to overtime.
Yeah. So yes or no? You faulting Todd Bowles or no?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
no. And
not.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that, my brother.
I didn't want to tap on my coaster.
Reincarnated, I was stargazing. Life goes on, I need her, my babies. Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me, that could my seat. IP, ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet. By me. By me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is episode 8 of season 3 of the Dawg Money Podcast. I go by Money Marv, aka the Magnanimous, and I'm sitting here with my boy Big Chubbs. And we got our boy Man Drew on the 1s and 2s.
Hey, yo.
What it do, man?
Hey, man, how was your weekend? No, never mind. I'm sorry.
Don't talk about my weekend. Don't talk about my weekend.
I'm sorry. I know how your weekend was.
Don't talk to me about
outside
the
of the betting part of your weekend. How was your weekend?
Don't even talk to me about that. All right?
You don't care.
I'm blessed and highly favored.
I'm blessed and
I'm glad to see another day.
Okay.
Hip, hip, hooray. Let's get this episode on the way.
Well, my weekend was fine since you asked.
I don't care. Now, how was your weekend, brother?
My weekend was fine, brother.
Yeah.
It was a busy weekend. All weekends are busy at this point with the kids playing baseball, t-ball, coach pitch. So all weekends are busy. Good weekend. Zoe was killing. Cameron was killing. I just realized
Cam
that
got the game ball, didn't he?
that was this past Thursday, right? His defense has been getting amazing, shall I say. I'm always on him about, getting better. He could get better hitting the ball, but that defense is getting good. I just noticed, like I was thinking about it last week or after we recorded, that we talked about Zoe getting her game ball, but we didn't put no video up on her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we definitely I gotta do my baby girl some just due and give her some show. Give her some shine. We did it for Cameron, we gotta do it for her too.
Right.
So definitely gotta give my girl some shout outs. She had the game ball a couple of games ago, maybe about 3 games ago. Man Drew out here, my girl be zooming. She's so fast.
She got wheels. And it's so
she's so fast, bro. She's so fast. She out there dedicated to the sport. So I don't know what she says she wanted to do track. So I'm gonna let her do track. Now, as far as softball, I do think going forward in the future, she gonna be cold, bro. She gonna be cold.
Yeah.
Actually, this weekend or this game was her first time in the game actually being pitched to, and she hit it on her second swing.
No T.
No T.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no swing, no T. So gotta put that up too. But shout out to my little baby girl Zoe. Let's clap it up for her. But outside of that, man, it was a good weekend. Won a little bit of money. It's basketball
Let me
season.
tell you how I didn't make no money.
Okay, before we continue, let's go.
I had some of the best parlays lined up for the weekend. You saw it.
I'm mad for you for that anytime touchdown because when you sent it to me and I saw that he didn't score, I was kind of sick. I was like, watch.
You were sick.
I was like, I hope that the last one don't hit because I would have been real mad.
I'm gonna try not to curse this episode,
Okay.
but I swear, I've never been upset about a ticket longer than a day.
Man,
I had 2 like that in the same day,
that
same
was
morning.
tough, bro.
So I had the 8-leg anytime touchdown parlay.
Yep.
I had 7 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. 6 came through in the morning. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting on the 7th one. And the person that I vouched for every single week, didn't come through for me.
Bet him
That was
again this week.
That was David Montgomery.
Take him this week.
No, I'm not touching that this week, bro. Pause. I'm not messing with him. I gotta give him some space.
Give us some space.
I'm actually, you know what's crazy? I'm actually thinking about getting rid of C.J. Stroud off my roster too for my fantasy league.
Wow.
Yeah, I was pissed off, bro. I had a 5-leg parlay and it looked great. The last leg I needed was just the Houston to beat the Packers. They got the lead at the end, but in the last 4 seconds they gave up another field goal. C.J. Stroud, we'll get to C.J. Stroud's stats later.
Yes.
We'll get to that later. But yeah, I was giving consideration of dropping him for somebody else, and we'll see how it go because we're in the middle of this round.
Yeah. That I'm no longer in.
That you're no longer in, but you know.
And
what?
all my guys went off.
Oh, let's talk about it.
I'm pissed about it. You know what? I kicked myself out of the group chat. I won't back in so I can talk mess.
I'm gonna put you back in as soon as we done recording.
Because all these fools up in here talking about some Chubbs roster. Sorry, nigga. I look back. Oh, y'all betting on my guys now.
Nah, they was spending money on
y'all
your
spending
roster.
money getting them up. I got injured players y'all picking up, spending money on. I got guys in. I looked at my roster. I said, why couldn't y'all do this last week?
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Who are these niggas?
I ain't touched none of them suckers on your roster.
Tank Bisbee,
I would have put some money
Went
on
crazy.
Baker though.
Baker Mayfield.
I think Omeezy picked up Baker. I gotta go back and check, but hey, I wonder what his numbers were the other day.
It was fine. It was okay.
Bro, the Bucks been balling, bro. It's just unfortunate what they dealing with now, but
yeah.
I see the trade deadline is coming up in the next couple weeks.
Yes.
So
they got to go get a receiver.
They have to.
They got to get at least a solid receiver.
Right now, the Buccaneers have a team.
Yes, they do.
So you got to go pick somebody up. You're not getting Chris Godwin back this year.
No, he's gone.
You'll get Mike Evans back maybe in a few weeks because the hamstring sucks.
Speaking of, let's flow into the injuries. You already done put us there. Let's flow into the injuries.
Yeah, well, we already knocked off 2 names off this very long list of injuries that we have for the
Mike
past
Evans,
weekend.
you said Hammy. He got his 100th touchdown, so congratulations to him on that. His 100th receiving touchdown.
Now go ice up, son.
And then he went to go ice up. You had Chris Godwin, who unfortunately, we discussed that earlier, but who unfortunately went out with a dislocated ankle.
Yeah.
Man, I wasn't mad, but I wish that wouldn't happen at that time because I could have used 5 more yards.
I think it's unfortunate when dogs get hurt.
The
Big dogs. Bro.
What makes it hard to see him go out again is that he's been injured before and he lost time before, and he was just like the last year and a half he's been making a name for himself as that guy. You know what I'm saying? So now he has another uphill battle to fight through just to get back where he was at.
He
got Deebo Samuel.
Should have held out to get some money first.
Nah, I mean, I think he still get paid. But you got Deebo Samuel.
Wide receiver?
Yeah, he gonna get paid.
I hope so.
Yeah, he gonna get paid. You got Deebo Samuel out with pneumonia.
He got paid.
He got paid.
Oh, no.
You got,
I'm thinking Brandon Ayuk.
You got Brandon Ayuk, torn ACL.
He got paid.
He got paid. You have Deshaun Watson, unfortunately, ruptured Achilles.
We'll get to that a little later.
Jawan Jennings, hip. So you talking about off top, 3 of your key contributors for the 49ers, and I do have a question about that, but I want to get through this injury report.
That's not to mention the tight end for the Niners.
George Kittle?
Yeah, he's
get hurt?
He's questionable with a foot injury.
Oh, wow.
I think he'll still play.
I think
Sunday.
he'll get through.
But
Yeah.
he's questionable though.
Okay, so we'll see. If this was a Thursday game, he wouldn't definitely be playing.
Nah, hell
so
no.
we're looking at him being questionable. Now you also have Jamison Williams, who's not hurt, however suspended
2 games.
2 games, PEDs again, right? Braxton Berrios, torn ACL. DK Metcalf, who got us the touchdown, but went out with a knee sprain. They say he's week to week. So right now, I'm anticipating maybe this game.
I'm
but who
optimistic
knows?
that he will play.
I think he could play. Jaden Daniels, with ribs out week to week. The Commanders was balling.
Yeah.
Marcus Mariota, I mean,
Even when Jaden's went down,
I
Mariota
would-
was out there balling.
I
bro.
would probably just sit Jaden Daniels this week too and let Mariota just do what he got to do.
Yeah.
Kind of like in that situation. Who had that same situation where they had to sit their it's already happened this season. Where they had to sit their starter and they still won. Packers. There we go.
They didn't sit him. He was still hurt.
Well, he was hurt,
Yeah,
but
he
I'm
was still
saying
hurt, yeah.
he was hurt. Same situation. Your guy out here, back up, doing what he got to do. Why not keep
At
it
the
going?
time, Jordan Love didn't win no games yet. The backup won 2 games. Jordan Love lost 2. But, hey, look at him now.
Yeah.
Ruining my parlays.
Aiden O'Connell, broken thumb. That's the Raiders. I didn't say broken. I didn't say broken bum. Broken thumb. Because that quarterback room.
I don't think he a bum, though.
No, me neither.
He
But
just
that
needs some
quarterback
development.
room is atrocious right now. And it might be just because the Raiders organization is just, I don't know.
They need to hire some real niggas to run that shit
I don't know. But you got Adrian Hutchinson. How do we say that?
Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson. Thank you, brother.
He broke
You know
his
you
leg
always-
last week.
They're saying they're optimistic about him coming back.
Yeah, if they make it to the Super Bowl, though.
Do you think that will happen? I think he would probably try to push to that, but do you think it would be smart?
If they get to the Super Bowl, hell yeah. Let me get some snaps in there.
Let me get a snap.
Because, bro, let's be realistic. How often,
That's what you play
how
for.
often can you really count on making it to the Super Bowl?
Not often.
Yeah.
Not often. CMC, of course, still out. Derek Carr still out. Nico Collins still out. Ramondre Stevenson. Was he still on the report for being out?
He's still on there.
Okay. And then you got
he might
Jonathan
be questionable, but I'm not sure if he's been upgraded or downgraded. I got to double check.
Taylor. Okay. And then you got Jonathan Taylor, who is also questionable. Could possibly be back this week. I thought he could have been back last week, but I'm not in that locker room. I'm not in, that organization to say what is what. But hey, they won the game.
Yep.
Now, before we get on over, do you want to go to the bum of the week? Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, I got 2 for this week.
Yeah, we got to because I agree totally with you.
So the first one, let's give the first one to C.J. Stroud. We talked about him earlier today on the episode.
Mm-hmm.
C.J. Stroud went 10 for 21 on 86 yards and 0 passing touchdowns. I'm not even going to mention anymore that he blew my parlay.
But he blew your parlay.
He blew the parlay, bro. We
Yes.
was going to get out the hood with that one, bro.
Blew the parlay.
But anyway, C.J. Stroud, he's been great up until this point. He had some rough weeks, but he's never had a week this bad.
Right.
I'm not going to call him a bum, but you played like one this week.
So he gets bum of the week.
You deserve it.
Okay.
Speaking of you deserve it,
You deserve it.
Deshaun Watson went down this week with a ruptured Achilles. It happens. It's sports.
It's sports.
You can always expect cheers. You can always expect boos. But what put a bad taste in my mouth is to listen to the fans in the stadium go, "You deserve it."
Yeah.
Collectively, like,
Wow.
while they're putting him on the cart and carting him off the field.
Just an unbelievable scene. Deshaun Watson carted off the field. This was seconds ago. Players from both teams giving him words of encouragement. See the emotion outpouring from Deshaun Watson. Unbelievable.
And it's crazy because I understand, yeah, you frustrated because y'all losing and y'all sorry, but y'all been sorry.
And I think they're putting a lot of what's going on, what happened to him in the off-season or off-the-field issues.
Now
they're throwing that on him.
Yeah.
And the fact that he hasn't been playing well. Granted, you boo him, fine.
Yeah. He's been our bum of the week a couple of weeks.
But you deserve it after he just injured himself and now he got to go get care in the hospital. Like,
I think there's.
I wouldn't wish an injury on no person, on no man. You know, unless I'm physically like trying to hurt this man myself. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that's the fine line in sports and in life, period. As a human being, there's sports.
And that's humanity.
That does not pay my bills unless, you know what I'm saying? There's sports, and then there is humanity. Like, no matter what, you shouldn't want to see anybody hurt, injured. Like, I mean, this is football, bro. Like, what you got going on at home, cool. However, we don't want to see nobody hurt on the field because that could have been something way worse. I mean, we have seen plays where people have lost their lives on football fields, from littles on up to the pros. I've seen in high school when I played, in college when I played, and people getting knocked out and it changing the trajectory of their life.
It was a kid my senior year, your sophomore year, Vegas High School.
Yes.
I forget his name, and I want to do him right, so I'm not going to go into it. But he ended up passing away from his injuries that he's sustained on the field, and that ain't nothing that you laugh at.
No, not at all.
Even when I played the game, and I've made some hits to where somebody had to leave on the stretcher, somebody broke a leg, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel guilty, but it's the sport.
That's the sport.
You know that it can happen, but it's part of the sport.
Yeah.
But in no way, shape, or form can you prepare yourself for somebody to, oh, you deserve that broken leg, you deserve that ruptured Achilles. Like, ain't no way, boy. And I couldn't be anyone to just come down on somebody and say that.
There's no amount of money, there's no loss that I could have took or that I could have helped in this organization, like losing streak, nothing that says I deserve to be hurt and I deserve for, what if it's life, career ending, you know what I mean? So yeah, I think that's bogus.
So with that being said, man, I want to give the Cleveland Browns fans a huge bum of the week, and if I was on the Breakfast Club, they get donkey of the day too. Yeah, asshole.
What did he say on with Will Smith? Asshole. Say it one more time,
bro. Get out of here.
Say it one more time.
Let's move on.
Dog of the week.
Big dogs. Hey, you know what's crazy? With all the injuries that we saw this week, we actually saw some great football.
There was a lot of great football.
There was a lot of good football.
Yes.
There were several candidates that we had in mind for the Dog of the Week.
Absolutely.
And we actually couldn't come down to just choosing one. I'll go with the first one. Let's go ahead and get it out the way. Lamar Jackson.
5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns in the air. That's incredible for somebody who can't pass.
The sports books had him at 231.5 over under for plus 100 on his passing yards. What did I do?
How many yards?
Gobble that up. Gobble, gobble, gobble. We had Thanksgiving in this mug. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble. Gobble it up.
How many yards did you end up with?
Gobble it up. 280.
280 and 5
Give me
tutties.
that. 5 touchdowns.
5 tutties.
Come on now.
And another honorable mention, because Derrick Henry showed out too, bro. He didn't really get going to the second half.
That's what you need,
but he got going in the second half.
169.
But he doesn't get the other honor for Dog of the Week this week.
Who get it?
I'll let you call this one.
Saquon Barkley.
Do you know that Saquon Barkley has scored more touchdowns at MetLife Stadium than Daniel Jones has this whole season?
Yeah.
He's not even there no more.
No. Yeah.
All right, bro. I know the management team for the New York Giants got their foot so far down their mouth.
You know what?
They're licking kneecaps right now.
You know what's crazy is I was preparing for this weekend, trying to say, all right, do I want to go with Saquon? Yes, I do. However, is the Eagles coach that kind of organization that's going to say, let me just let him run the ball up? Yeah, it's a rival. However, in any situation, right? In any situation, at least most situations, if I'm going back to my ex in a sense, right? I'm trying to go ahead and go crazy. I'm about to make you look stupid. And this
You know what that say about you?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Petty.
And that's what most situations.
Spiteful.
I ain't saying me, but I'm saying in most situations, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to make it look X looks crazy. This is in sports. This is mostly in life. Most people,
I think he already did though, and that's why he made the decision that he made.
But the
I'll let you
video,
go
and I
into
hope
it.
play that video.
You're 13 yards away from your career high. I would love for you to get that, but that's up to you. I just don't want. I'm going to take out all the starters if they don't score.
You good? Let them eat.
You sure?
Yeah, good. I promise.
Now listen to me. I want you to do it if you want to do it.
So I'd rather see the young boys eat.
Incredible.
I played it.
The character.
Thank you, sir.
The character.
Thank you, sir. What was so amazing about that to me was that the fact that I think he more so respected the fact that he had a relationship with guys on that team still that respected him, and he respected them. Yeah. He respected the organization for allowing him to do what he did, even with his injuries. You know what I mean? I think that he still showed a level of respect to them that he didn't want to just run the ball down their throats and get to 200 because he had a chance to do that. And he absolutely would have done that.
What was he, 13 yards away?
13 yards away, bro.
He always, even when he was drafted, even in college, bro, he always reminded me of Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
Running style, how he can go north, south, east, and west, and his humility. Mm-hmm. He's a real humble guy. He doesn't seem real egotistical. He doesn't seem like one of those guys that's all about the stats or all about his legendary status like Devontae Adams. But we'll talk about Devontae later. But that's why, I respect Saquon. I like him. I just hate the teams that he played for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Still.
Jerry Jones should have called them on.
Man, we not talking. Pack it up. Throw them back in the trash. No, we had them in the ocean.
Put them back in the ocean. Lock it up. Drop in the ocean.
Drop them back, because we ain't even going
Captain
there.
Jack Sparrow go
we
find
ain't even going there. We ain't even going there. Now, before we get into the main topic, do you have any particular games you want to bring up? Because I do have 2 questions before we go into the main topic.
No, let's go into your 2 questions.
Okay, so for the first question, Devontae Adams requested to be traded, or maybe he didn't. Maybe the trade, I don't know the circumstances.
He was
of course,
leaning
when
towards it. We all saw that
we
documentary on Netflix.
we knew what he wanted. We knew what he wanted, and we knew where he wanted to go. It's either 2 places, right? Mm-hmm. So what you said earlier, and I wanted to bring up, is that your problem with him was that he's trying to remind people that he's a great wide receiver, which he doesn't have to do, right?
You know, the best way to remind people that you're a legend, go out there and be one.
Be one.
You know, you keep doing all this trying to chase and be with a specific quarterback, make a quarterback.
Man.
Seriously, go make a quarterback.
Seriously.
Get open. Stay open.
Stay open.
Stop dropping passes.
Which he did.
When you get frustrated, don't punch a cameraman. Seriously. It's small things,
It's small
bro.
things.
It's small things, bro. It's something that he could have done to help the Raiders.
Absolutely.
But the Raiders couldn't help him, so he felt like he had to go.
And I get it.
Granted, I get it.
I get it.
I get it 100%. There ain't no quarterbacks over there that's...
You want to reign,
Yeah.
but was this situation that you went to with the Jets, do you expect the Jets? First of all, number one, my question
I don't
was
even
going
think
to
that
be,
was a good trade
can the Jets, do you think the Jets will even push to win their division? And I'm going to give you really quick where they at. Right now they're sitting 3rd, right behind the Dolphins at 2-5, right? You got the Dolphins 2-5, Patriots 1-6, right behind the Jets. You got, the Jets 2-5, the Dolphins at 2-4, the Bills at 5-2. Right now, the Bills are running away with that division, and I don't know if it changes. Do you think that trade will determine a better outcome of them coming back to win the division?
No, because I don't think they addressed any of their main issues. Their main issues was never personnel in the wide receiver room. You know what I'm saying? Their offensive line is ass. In the words of LaShawn McCoy, they're ass. They're garbage, bro. And you got to have a better line if you're gonna have a quarterback this old and someone who can't move like that.
Yeah, because he's not the
He's
Aaron
not the
Rodgers
same
of
old.
old.
Yeah, he's not. He's old Aaron Rodgers, not Aaron Rodgers of old.
He is that guy.
That boy 40 years old,
40
man.
years old.
And you can't protect him. So adding another wide receiver to the pot don't make the gumbo better. It's just more meat in the pot.
What made Tampa Bay so effective with an older Tom Brady was you had a line in front of him that was going to protect.
They had an incredible line over there.
Absolutely.
And they had some great wide receivers.
Yeah.
I feel like the Jets already had solid wide receivers. These wide receivers are getting open. You know what I'm saying? It's just he doesn't have the time to get the ball to him.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, no.
No.
I think the Bills are going to run away with this division.
Part 2 to that question.
Go ahead.
Mike Williams. You think he's out of there? Odd man out?
Like you mean like
if you were a team right now in need of a wide receiver, you going after Mike Williams? You got Devontae Adams, Alan Lazar, who they're not going to give up because that's who Aaron Rodgers wanted.
Right.
Garrett Wilson. Odd man out is Mike Williams.
You know what? Hold on. I'm going to answer your question, but their first problem is giving Aaron Rodgers everything that he wanted. He wanted Nathaniel Hackett. They jumped in and said, no, we're sick of this shit. You can call no more plays. All right? They took that from him. Mm-hmm. They got rid of Saleh. They got you Devontae Adams. They got you Lazard. That's great.
Yeah.
Y'all need to get this man a line. All right, but back to your question about Mike Williams. If I can get some linemen for him, if I can get some meat on that line, bro, yeah, he can go.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's always good to have him in that room, though.
Absolutely.
He's a solid piece in that room.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah, I think that's all I had to say about that. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, no, my bad, man. I thought you was good.
No, I was finished with my soliloquy.
Well, thank you, sir. Other question before we get into the main topic. We talked about all the injuries earlier with the 49ers. Right now, sitting 3-4, right, in their division. Do you, or is the better question, is it time to panic for them?
Is an elephant heavy?
Sometimes.
Yeah, man. It's just unfortunate that these fools can't stay healthy, dog. But that's been their MO for the past few years.
Yeah.
You seen what the Eagles did to them. They broke up that whole team.
Yes.
Right now, like we stated earlier, Brandon Ayuk gone. Debo Samuels, he's sick.
He's always hurt, though.
He's always hurt. He's just sick now.
You know he going to be hurt at some point in the season.
He just don't look healthy, bro. He look a little on chunky side right now. But then you got George Kittle, foot injury. I think he's expected to play.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Jawan Jennings gone. Greenlaw still out.
Man.
They lost their a pass rusher earlier this year.
Yep, defensive tackle.
I forget his name.
We'll get back to it.
We brought him up.
We
on
did
the
bring
show,
him
though.
up.
But yeah, it's
they can't. They truly can't
it
take
is
another
time
injury.
to panic.
Yeah.
It is time to panic. But a good coach can make it work. Look at Coach Thomason. He making shit work out there in Pittsburgh.
He's always making it work.
You know what? I don't think we have them mentioned nowhere else in our notes, but I do want to say this.
I was going to get there.
All right, well, I'll let you get there then. I don't want to spoil nothing.
I was going to get there.
But, yeah, it's time for the 49ers to panic, dog. And I think they still beat the Cowboys this week. Just throwing that out there.
I think they beat us, too. However, before we get into one more, before we get into Pittsburgh Steelers, right?
Dogs.
We already know what Mike Tomlinson do every year. He does not have a losing season.
Never.
That's what happens.
Never in his career.
That's what happens, right? Now, it was a lot of question marks around this change going from Justin Fields, who has gotten you to 4 wins, right, to going to Russell Wilson. What did you see out of Russell Wilson during this game?
Bro, I saw a hungry Russell Wilson, dog.
Yes.
And my thing was, let me say this first. I didn't think it was a bad decision.
Not at all.
Because that was their decision going into the season for him to be the starter anyway.
He just got hurt.
I think that Justin Fields will end up taking over this team because, I mean, let's be real. Russell Wilson don't have a lot left in the tank.
Right.
He got enough in the tank to ball out right now.
Maybe in 2 years.
Maybe 2 years, but he's not going to be in this league that much longer if we keeping it a buck. Justin Fields can, he may be the future. Justin Fields needs to sit behind somebody and develop. Justin Fields played great the first 6 weeks.
Yeah.
4-2 is amazing.
Yeah.
However, they didn't get a lot of quarterback play. They got a lot of quarterback management out of him.
Yes.
So with that being said, I don't think they scored more than 20 points at all this season until Sunday. And for them to come out the gate and put up 37 on a great defense, yeah, boy, y'all better watch out for them Steelers, man.
And we talking about a Jets defense with great corners. I mean, yes, granted, they got a couple of guys out. But what I saw from Russell Wilson this Sunday is unmatched of what Justin Fields can do right now. Russell Wilson is pushing the ball down the field. And not only pushing the ball down the field, dropping it in these pockets that only some veterans that really know what they doing can do. And it made a huge difference. This going to make your defense say, oh, we going to go out here and play even better.
I feel like we're gonna find out how good George Pickens really is now.
Yes, we really will.
You know what's crazy? I sat him on the bench.
Don't do it again.
I did. I'm not.
Don't do it again. Don't do it again. And Najee Harris looks hungry out there.
Because the passing game was open.
It's
not 9 niggas in the box anymore.
Man.
I got to stop cursing. I'm sorry. It wasn't 9 brothers in the box this week. So he was able to get loose. He finally got himself a touchdown.
102 yards.
He about to get him a fine for doing what I just did.
Yeah.
Najee, you was running possessed tonight, bro.
Oh, shit. Shout out my nigga, though. Oh, shout out my...
Yeah. However, they look good, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. What we said, I think what we said.
Right now, Steelers or Chiefs. Neutral location, Super Bowl.
Neither.
Who you think winning that ball game?
Neither.
Who winning that ball game?
Baltimore.
Steelers and Chiefs. Neutral location. Who wins that ball game today?
Baltimore. No, I'm just messing with you. Who wins the ball game today?
Yeah.
Today.
After what I saw on Sunday,
I
think they thrashed the Chiefs.
I'ma still
that
say
defense is so good in Pittsburgh.
I'ma still say the Chiefs now.
I can't now.
And the reason why I'ma say the Chiefs is because that defense is still so solid. Even with Patrick Mahomes not looking like Patrick Mahomes this year, even with the weapons that they lost on that offensive side of the ball, granted, Kareem Hunt came in and doing exactly what he did when he was there for the first time, and
Kareem Hunt
even
never
more.
should have left the league.
Never. But we knew what happened with that.
Yeah.
However,
keep your hands to yourself.
However, I'm gonna have to roll with the Chiefs still.
I can't right now.
It will be a close one, but that defense
I'm not
makes
saying
a
it
difference.
won't be.
Those two teams have a solid defense, and now it comes back down to quarterback play. Who do you want to have the ball last, Russell Wilson or Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'll give you that. I'm still finna say the Steelers.
Okay.
The Steelers win that, bro.
And I'm not mad at that because as of right now,
Bro, they played so well. Let me tell you how my Sunday evening went after I kind of wiped my tears away. After losing that parlay, it was 14-3, bro. I just 14-3, bro. I just go outside, take my little medicine. I come back. When the hell did they score 21 points or 20 points?
quickly.
They scored 31 unanswered points to close that ball game out.
Quickly.
I said, oh, yeah.
Quickly.
Danger Russ is back.
Quick, Danger Russ.
Danger Russ is back.
Danger.
It was a great game, though.
Really quick, and then we'll go into the main topic. Really quick. As of right now.
Oh, you killing your little drink over there.
Yeah, it was good, man.
boy was
I think
thirsty.
the fruit in there set it off. Thanks, man, Drew. Really quick.
Niggas gay.
Give me your Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Your Super Bowl game right now.
Today?
Today. We going into week 8, right?
Can I give you the AFC and NFC championship instead?
No, give me your Super Bowl prediction.
I don't have one.
Okay, give me the AFC.
Thank
You want to be so difficult.
You was
today,
difficult on the last one.
Fine, let's do it. Okay, AFC, NFC championship. Who we got?
AFC right now. Oh, at the AFC, I might have to go. I'm gonna go on a whim here, bro. I'm gonna have to say Ravens and Steelers.
Ooh, interdivision.
And that's crazy, right? Ooh. Have we ever seen that, or is that even possible?
I think it might be. It depends on seeding. It's seeding
because the way the wild card set up, you can have 3 teams in the same division in the playoffs.
Because we did it.
Eagles, Giants, and Cowboys was in the playoffs at once.
Remember? Absolutely.
That's how Daniel Jones' sorry ass got paid.
Yeah.
When Saquon should have.
So
look where he at now.
So
but yeah, so for the AFC, I would say Ravens and Steelers right now.
Okay.
If I have to choose for the NFC right now, I'm gonna have to say the Lions. It's crazy, bro, because I want to say
it's a division, right?
I want to say Lions and Vikings, bro. That's crazy.
Hey,
okay.
Without all the injuries, would you consider Tampa Bay?
Yeah, absolutely. I give them crazy consideration.
Yeah, but now we got to take that into account, and that just makes everything so much more difficult.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say AFC. I'm gonna say you know where I'm going. I'm gonna go with the Ravens. I would have said the Texans. However,
don't you do it. I'm pissed off with them right now.
I would have said the Texans. However, Patrick Mahomes is inevitable. That fool is like
that nigga Thanos.
Thanos out here, bro. He just like what the heck, bro. But
I'm not even giving Patrick Mahomes no credit for what's going on.
No, it's the defense.
It's Andy Reid and that defense.
And the defense, bro. Andy Reid has been calling plays like a genius. Like that he is. On that that play.
I got one more question for you, but after this.
So for me, AFC, Chiefs, Ravens, right? With the Raven win. NFC, I'm gonna throw this out there right now. Just because it's right now, and I hate to say it. Maybe I'm just too excited. I'm gonna say the Lions, Washington.
I'm not saying that shit out loud. You couldn't pay me to say that.
I whispered it.
You couldn't pay me to say that.
I whispered it.
No, brother. I'm not gonna argue with you about it, but you couldn't pay me to say it.
However,
they gotta show me something.
However, truly, I think that could be an interdivision for me. I have high hopes for Packers. I would say Lions and Packers, man, that could be something crazy. But Washington will probably be right there. I hate to say that, but they could be right there.
Bro, they look good early in the season, bro.
What changes that is experience. So I'm gonna say Detroit and Green Bay. Now, what was your other question?
Actually, this one wasn't what I was talking about, but off the top of your head, do you know who the youngest quarterback to play in a conference championship game might be?
No, I don't.
Didn't the Jets take Mark Sanchez to the AFC Championship?
Yes, they did.
As a rookie?
I didn't think about that. Yeah, but the Jets was good right there, but that was their defense.
My next question was, didn't RG3 go as a rookie?
No.
Or he didn't go at all
to
the NFC Championship?
Not at all.
They won that division, though, that year.
Yep.
All right. But my question, I should have wrote it down. Oh. Coaching. Bill Belichick. Andy Reid.
I thought we had this discussion before.
I don't think so.
I think we did, and I said
because I'm watching how Andy Reid is like coaching his team, and he is doing so much with so little.
I feel like
they won the Super Bowl and they couldn't catch the ball.
I feel like the discussion that we had was
this is probably an off-season discussion.
This was off-season. I feel like this was a discussion. I feel like maybe at that time, I think I said Andy Reid, and it was no. I think I did say Andy Reid, and it was more so because of the weapons, literally, right? Outside of Patrick Mahomes, and then again, I might have said Bill Belichick because of the weapons. Like, both of them, I think, was the genius part of Andy Reid now.
Let me cut you off real quick. The time that Bill Belichick can really brag about his weapons was the year they didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, Bill Belichick was cold with little, right? And that's because everybody bought into exactly what he was trying to sell. And then Andy Reid, he has guys, he has athletes. But what you're seeing now is the weapons. Put your hand down, son.
I got a question. I'm just waiting for the teacher to call me.
Go ahead.
So you don't think that it kind of diminishes his career, knowing that Tom Brady left at such an old age to go to another team and immediately win a Super Bowl?
I think that will play a part if Kansas City continues to win. If Kansas City goes out, if Kansas City, they got 3, right? Kansas City can literally go get one more ring. If they was to do it this year, that absolutely takes Andy Reid and puts him over Bill Belichick.
Oh, yeah, because nobody's ever three-peated
Nobody's
in the NFL.
three-peated, and then the circumstances in which you would three-peat with a great defense and less offensive efficiency from your top dog quarterback, that's where we at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you there.
So, yeah, man, great question. But to get into really quick, this weekend's games, we have Sunday, Eagles at the Bengals. Right now, the Bengals are minus 2.5 total, over under 47.5. We have the Bills at the Seahawks. Bills minus 3 total, over under 47.5. Dang. This is really consistent this week.
I know, right?
Bears at the Commanders. Bears minus 2.5 total, over under 43.5. Now, let's go quickly through our Eagles-Bengals. What are you expecting from this game?
I'm expecting a high-scoring game.
Okay.
Both of these defenses are trash, in my opinion.
Yes. And they both missing a lot of pieces, but yes.
Yeah. And it's crazy, bro. I feel like the Bengals should cover this 2.5, but since they should cover it, the Eagles might mess around and win this ball game. I'm not betting on a winner or a loser. I'm probably going to touch a few props. Yeah. But I do like the over 47.5.
Okay.
I think I'm going to touch the I know I told you I was done betting, but I lied. I might go first half over and full game over.
Okay.
I just feel like it's going to be a lot of points given up.
I can see that.
If there's a low scoring first half, I'm taking a high scoring second half, and I'm still taking the full game total.
Okay.
Over.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say, Eagles, Bengals. Eagles coming off a pretty good game for themselves. A necessary win against a more, I guess you'll say, inferior opponent who actually has been playing pretty decent this year, even with the pieces in the Giants. However, they're getting guys back. A.J. Brown, Saquon going off.
A.J. got him a tutty last week, didn't he?
Absolutely. You have Devontae Smith, who I believe was hurt.
He had a concussion, but I think he's back now.
He might be back. Now, Dallas Goedert being out might be a little bit of something. However, I think with this particular game, this should be a good game. You have Joe Burrow, you have Jamar Chase, you have T. Higgins going off, and you got I cannot pronounce that kid's name, but he is the third wide receiver. Like, basically took over that Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try to help you out because I'm going to butcher it more than you possibly would. So.
yeah, bro. But
we'll get better next week.
Again, I agree with you on the over 47.5. This could be what we consider a barn burner.
Explain to the people what that is.
High scoring game. Is it that simple, right?
Yeah, basically.
High scoring game. I definitely think I will be taking a couple of props in this. I think this really comes down to who wants it more at the end of the day. Right now, the Eagles are sitting at 4-2 and right behind the Commanders for their division. And then you have the Bengals, who are fighting for their lives right now. They are fighting for my motherfucking life. Fighting for their lives. You got the Ravens at 5-2, the Steelers at 5-2. The Bengals are the odd man out at 3-4, and I don't even think they've really touched too many division games yet. So
the Bengals,
yes,
they played the Browns. They played
the Ravens once, and they lost in overtime. They played the Browns.
Game, by the way.
Absolutely. They played the Browns, so that's really it.
It took them too long to start cooking against the Browns, though.
Yes, I think they really need this win. So at home, I'm going to say Joe Burrow figure out how to make that Joe Burrow magic happen. He's really efficient right now.
What do the Eagles have to do to win this ball game? And then after that, what do the Bengals need to do to win this ball game?
To win this ball game, the Eagles will have where they are hurting this year is on defense in that secondary. However,
Eagles?
Yes.
Okay.
They're hurting in the secondary. What they have to do is put pressure on Joe Burrow, make him stay in the pocket, and collapse that pocket. Like, you literally have to attack him. Because if you don't, he is going to cook that secondary. He is going to cook that secondary. And he's at a tune right now, 14 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Almost 2,000 yards already. He is cooking.
Yeah.
However, if they don't put the pressure on him, that's what it is. Now, what the Eagles will need to do is they need to, number one, manage the clock, because you don't want to put that ball up in Joe Burrow's hand and just let him go crazy, because he can't depend on his defense. He going to go and try to win the game. What you need to do as an Eagles team is get the ball in your playmakers' hands. Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Out the backfield, A.J. Brown, up the seam,
Yeah.
down on the go route. Like, get the ball in their hands. It's going to come down to offense. Who has it last?
I want to say to answer my same question, I actually agree with you. I just feel like each offense needs to really exploit their weaknesses.
Yes.
Their opponent's weaknesses. Clearly, they both have terrible defenses.
Yes.
More so the DBs for the Eagles. More so everything else for the Bengals.
Yep.
Basically the box.
Yes, the box.
So
pause.
Yeah. Got to touch that box. But I think Saquon has a great
I'ma
game.
eat it.
That's a nigga making that noise with his mouth, and if you fall for it, that's you. I'ma eat it.
What did Rick Ross say that?
I'm eating. No, but
Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, no.
Saquon got to have a great game in the running game. That way, it can make it easier for Jalen Hurts to get the ball off and get some passing yards going.
Absolutely.
I feel like Joe Burrow gonna get the ball off regardless. The DBs in Philadelphia, they're laughable right now.
Yes.
Laughable.
For sure.
I'm starting both Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase this week.
Okay.
I need 25 out of each.
Okay.
But, that's a conversation
might get
for
that.
another day.
You definitely might get that.
I do think this is going to be one of the better games on the slate for the weekend, so I'm going to tune in for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Bills at Seahawks. -3 Bills. They are going to Seattle. 47.5 again. What are you expecting out of this game?
For some reason, I'm expecting this to be a good game too, bro.
Yeah.
The Eagles, not the Eagles, I'm sorry. The Seahawks, they kind of surprise me every single week. When you expect them to get ran through, they run through something.
Okay.
But they fight, bro. They really fight. If DK Metcalf is not in this ball game, I'm definitely putting my money on the Bills. Not saying that DK is like really going to be an X factor for this game, because Geno Smith passes that ball around. Everybody touching that pill, bro. Kenny Walker, he running the rock like crazy.
Yep.
Charbonnet, is that the backup?
Charbonnet?
Charbonnet, yeah. He's a solid backup running back. So that's a nice little two-headed monster that you got over there. Tyler Lockett, old ass, is still catching bombs.
Yep.
For some reason, I don't understand how he still get open.
The man is fast.
Bro, he's
an effective route runner.
Open, man.
Effective.
And Geno Smith, man, it's hard to put my money on Geno Smith
because he's kind of inconsistent.
He's very inconsistent.
But
when he's on, he's on.
He's on.
When he's on, he's lit, bro. So and you can actually say the same thing about Josh Allen, dog.
Yeah.
Josh Allen is a wild card.
Yeah.
But I bet on Josh Allen more than I bet against him.
Okay. I respect that.
I think for this game, they're playing in Seattle. I'm taking the 3. I'm gonna go Bills -3.
Okay.
I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna go opposite with you this week.
Yeah.
Seahawks money? I feel like at some point, right now, the Seahawks or the Bills are getting a -3, and that's just simply because it's in Seattle. I feel like if this was in Buffalo, they probably would be more at like a 4.5. You get what I'm saying? So
Bills 4.5?
Yeah, I think that would have been more like a 4.5, 3.5. I could see this going up to about 3.5. If it gets to 3.5, I definitely like the point spread by the Seahawks. But I feel like this might be one of those games where you can go actually sneak in a good win for the Seahawks because their defense struggles. Their defense have been struggling, but you got a team coming to your home stadium, and this game is at 1:05. It really don't matter how early it is. It's the fact that I got to travel cross country, right? So I got to travel cross country. If DK Metcalf is healthy, and if he's not, you got Jackson Smith and Jigba who got to step it up, right?
That's what I failed to mention in my soliloquy.
Yes, amazing one, by the way. But I think
to look to see what time.
I think where I would go with this, of course, I would like to say Seahawks money line, but I'll take the points. I feel like this could be a really close game.
A 1 and a 2 point ball game.
Yeah, this feels like one of those kind of games, and it's going to be a high scoring game, but it feels like that kind of game.
You know, it's crazy. I forgot to mention another factor of the game as to why I'm choosing the 3. The trade they just made. Amari Cooper.
Forgot about that.
Forgot about Amari.
I'm not even going to lie to you. That should be, you know what?
Interesting.
That will be interesting.
Interesting.
Going over to the last game on the docket, Bears at Commanders. -2.5 Bears. They are going to Washington. Do you think that number one, that number is only that because of Jaden Daniels?
Think so. And that's the only reason why I think that the Commanders are not favored at home.
Okay.
Because if we keeping it a buck, the Commanders are a better team than the Bears right now.
Yeah.
My God, it hurt my chest to say that.
I think the bye week also has something to play into a part with the Bears.
Yeah, but let's keep it a buck though. Caleb Williams starting to wake up a little bit.
Yes.
He's starting to get a little bit.
He's getting loose a little bit.
Get a little comfortable.
He's getting a little loose.
So without Jaden Daniels in this ball game, I think it would be the best bet to go Bears -2. However, after watching Marcus Mariota play last week, I don't know, bro. I don't really think that's an easy bet to make.
I think
Mariota was a starter in this league for a while.
Yes, he was.
And he was a good starter, bro. He can win ball games.
And he complements what they already had in Jaden Daniels as far as being able to run if he needs to and can pass.
He's just not the athlete that Jaden Daniels is.
Absolutely. Used to be, but not that. Not that no more.
I don't
right?
think he was ever as good at what Jaden Daniels
I mean, man,
is.
that boy was cold when
as far as athleticism. I ain't gonna say as far as just being a quarterback.
I don't know, man. Athleticism, I think we got to go back to his Oregon/early rookie days for that. But
he can run the ball like JD.
Probably better.
I'm not gonna say that out loud.
What I would say, 4-2, the storyline is super intriguing because you have the top 2 quarterbacks, right?
Pick 1 and pick 2.
Hopefully Jaden Daniels actually gets to play this game because that's why they scheduled this game.
I hope he can play healthy.
And I hope he can play healthy.
I don't want you out there banged up.
If he don't play healthy, if he's not healthy, sit down.
If you go out to a game with banged up ribs, you're going to leave the game with more banged up ribs.
No, for sure, because I'm attacking those.
Yeah, bro, yeah.
You
Nice
know
and tender.
Tender.
Nice and tender.
But
yeah,
I'm leaning, as of right now, I am leaning towards the Bears. -2.5, get a good field goal win up out of here. And that's simply because I feel like they have the little bit of the advantage of a bye week. You can kind of study film on Mariota and see what they're trying to do with him. And then you have Jaden Daniels if you need to, which are a similar style of play quarterbacks.
That's a great point, too.
So I'm going to go ahead and lean towards the Bears, and I'll say I'll take the field goal. I'll take the field goal. Yeah, let's roll with the field goal. Before we go out of here really quick, I do want to say real quick, it looks like Alvin Kamara has a 2-year extension to his contract. I don't know if you paid attention to the game over this weekend. He was telling Sean Payton, come get me. Get me up out of here. Come get me up out of here. Now he got an extension.
Now he got a bag.
Yeah, worth almost, they saying $24.5 million is what that extension.
Just 2 years, right?
2 years, yep. So that just actually happened not too long ago. While
it
we were
happened on our
sitting
way
here.
over here.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I got the text on the way driving here.
I missed that. But that's something to mention. However, we were 1 leg shy last. We've been 1 leg shy all season. Literally. 1 leg shy all season for the anytime touchdown. Maybe it's because we
shy all weekend.
Maybe it's because we added 1 more last week. But we're gonna go back down to 3.
It was the one that we added that didn't come through.
Gonna go back down to 3.
Yeah.
Right? There's 3 of us. We're gonna take 3 legs. Pause.
I'm taking my 3rd leg with me. I don't know about y'all niggas.
So, right now we're gonna give out our anytime touchdown. If you taking these straights, you still coming up out top because you have 2 and 1 that we always hit. We miss, right? However,
if I'm not mistaken, one of these is Dawg Money.
They should be.
I think mine
and that
is
might be
Dawg
Drake.
Money.
That might be Drake London.
Yeah. So
right?
since he spoiled it, my pick this week is gonna be Drake London.
Okay. Mandrew, you got a pick?
Who you got?
You know who I got.
Who you got?
Derrick Henry.
Every week. Every week. I thought you was gonna say David Montgomery.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
We don't speak that blasphemy.
We don't. I think I'm gonna go Derrick Henry first touchdown this week.
Might be smart.
Yeah,
it depends on if it's enough.
There's very few players in the league where you can just play around with that bet with. Like with him, play around with David Montgomery to get 2 or the first.
Who they play?
They play.
Give me 30. Give me a second.
Let me get back to this because I just want.
I had it written down too, bro.
Let me get back to it. The Ravens actually play the Browns.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Falcons play the Buccaneers. Buccaneers gonna be licking their wounds come 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. So
in my last play, I'm gonna go with Devontae Adams.
I'm not mad at it.
Only reason I'm gonna give that, man, because this is week 2. You can't expect a guy, coming in.
Week 2 in New York.
Week 2 in New York, and you can't expect a guy just to come in and pick up where they left off.
He ready.
Within a week.
He
right?
ready this week.
Yeah, Amari Cooper did.
It's different.
He got right to the end zone.
It's different. And they was heads up on Devontae Adams. They was like, you know what? We're not gonna let him beat us, right? We're not gonna let that chemistry beat us.
Right.
So that's what really came down to.
Seen him sitting on the sideline. That picture
he looked just like how he did in Las Vegas.
Pissed. A great coach in Mike Tomlin is not gonna let a chemistry play beat them.
Hell no.
So, with that being said, I'm going Devontae Adams, first New York Jets touchdown.
And again, remind the people what they got to do to win our contest.
So, when we put this in, if we hit, you hit. What you need to do is like the video, subscribe to the video, and enter in the keyword under this video, #injury.
Because there's been so many of them.
It's been so many. It's been so many. Got any words for the people, brother?
Yeah, I got a message before we close out.
Message.
We want to make sure that, we go on day by day being the best people that we can possibly be. I still got a bad taste in my mouth after watching what happened to Deshaun Watson. Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't ever want to see nothing like that. So while we're out in the community, be nice to whoever you can. Be nice to.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If you got to throw hands, man. But just be a good person, dog. And also, man, make sure you register to vote.
Yes.
Election day is coming up. It's a very, very important election for a lot of people.
Yep.
Do your part or shut the hell up.
Yep.
And that's all I got to say about that. So with that being
Straight
said,
like that.
I agree.
Make sure you like,
subscribe,
comment, tell a friend, tell 10,
tell 10,
tell 20,
tell 20.
We getting that
Dawg Money. If you smell that crap.
Thanks for tuning in again this week. We gonna get this money together. Come and get it with us. And I'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace. We done? I get up. We through? We through here?